Last time on Sailing Britican, we spent Thanksgiving with my family, said our goodbyes to my parents. Simon continued to polish the boat. He also fixed our davits. We went grocery shopping to fill our freezer and bilges with food. Simon fixed the outboard kill cord switch. Sienna had a play date with her friend Lily, and we decorated our Christmas tree. Our new volunteer crew member Andrew from the UK joined us. Andrew will be with us for a month and a half. The guys started to plan the passage, and we had boat friends over for dinner. In this episode, we'll cover our plan on getting from Charleston to Fort Lauderdale with our first stop at Amelia Island.
The plan from Charleston is to leave late morning, catch the slack tide, and then we're going to do a night sail down to Amelia Island, and we're either going to anchor or pick up a mooring buoy. From Amelia Island, we're going to sail down to St. Augustine, where we've booked in for 2 nights on a mooring buoy. From St. Augustine, do an overnight sail down to Cape Canaveral, where we are booked in for 2 nights at a marina. From Cape Canaveral, we're going to do another overnight sail down to Palm Beach, and we've booked in for a night there, and that's going to be the start of the ICW. From Palm Beach, we're hoping to go down the ICW about 10 miles and get into a restaurant called Two Georges. We've asked them if we can stay on their dock overnight, and they've said yes, but it's first come first served. If we don't get in there, there's a place about another 10 miles down where it seems to be quite wide, and we're hopefully going to be anchoring there. This is the only place that we can go down the ICW because of our depth, and all the bridges are bascule bridges, which means they open, so we can actually go through with our mast. From the Two Georges, we're going to carry on down the ICW, and we're going into Fort Lauderdale, up the New River, and we're booked into a marina.
Leaving Charleston. The last couple days before leaving Charleston, we had a few goodbye parties. Simon, Sienna, and I were overwhelmed with all the friends that came to say fair winds to us. I didn't video any of the parties as we were all rather sad. Not knowing if and when you're going to see your friends that have become family is difficult. Aside from saying bye, all our efforts were set upon leaving Charleston. The day and time was set, so we had to get all our jobs completed. Our helpful volunteer crew member, Andrew from the UK, helped us to tick off quite a few jobs needing to be done. He helped to finish polishing the boat, as seen here, cleaning up the stainless steel, and was on hand to help Simon.
This is the anchor locker. The pulley for going up and down, the down one was broken. I've just changed that and put a new one on.
A very important job was to put our main sail back on. Simon got the jib on alone, but needed an extra hand and a day with no wind for the main.
Today we are putting up the sail. So when we put the sail up, because it's been in storage, so when we put the sail up, we'll have to have no wind at all. So thank God there's no wind today, because just be aware, you know. And it's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than what it was. So no, it's good. So it's a little learning curve. So I'm just on the boom at the moment.
Simon had to call back the technician that did our outboard. After a bit of fiddling, the outboard was ready for the season. Meanwhile, Simon cleaned up our fenders.
Okay, so this is our dirty fender. A little bit of acetone. And look at that. Comes up lovely.
The day before departure.
Massive change today with the weather. It's absolutely freezing cold today.
Can you believe that when Simon started the engine the day before our departure, it didn't start? Something went wrong with our battery bank. Knowing that we're going to get new batteries, we were able to use our link switch to start the engine. Meanwhile, I went to sell the car at CarMax. Departure day! Okay, so this is the last time I'm walking down the jetty, pontoon A, for we're gonna leave in about half hour. Just went to the DMV, turned in my license plates, then I went to the tax assessor to get a refund on car tax. Took Uber back, and it's almost time to go. I don't know how I feel. Bittersweet, of course. I think that's the best way to explain it. All right, let's see if we can get out of here. Okay, we're leaving in 15 minutes, and these two, I don't know if we're gonna be able to pry them apart. Captain Matt was on hand to help us off. So these off?
Yep.
So there's Michael going out. Yeah. Here's Michael headed for the fuel dock. Our crew member Andrew is on board helping him get tied up on the fuel dock, and then he'll run back to join us. We decided to go in convoy south with our friend Michael from sailing vessel entitled. That's a 50-foot island packet that you're looking at. Michael knows several good stops all the way down to Fort Lauderdale, so we'll be sticking together.
Okay, I'm way back round to Britican now and get sorted and get on the road, or on the water as they say, and head to warmer climates hopefully. It's perishing. Oh, it's like being back at home.
As we pulled out, some of our friends stood on the jetty. We yelled our goodbyes. Even though we were happy to be leaving the marina, we were terribly sad to be leaving our dear friends. Bye guys, love you! Here's Michael getting his fenders in and stowing his warps. Being a solo sailor, he has to get himself sorted out before he can head out to sea. Hi Charleston.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, Charleston. We had an absolute blast. We're gonna miss you.
And the dolphins are saying goodbye.
Yeah. We left the Charleston Harbor Marina around 10:30 a.m. at slack tide. The plan was to motor out of the harbor, get our sails up, and sail south to Amelia Island on the Georgia-Florida border. We estimated the trip to take 30 hours, but in the end it took only 23.
We're heading away south. We hope to be there by about 3 o'clock tomorrow. So we're going to do an overnight passage. Tonight is going to be 3 hours on, 3 hours off. So it's going to be my first nighttime passage sailing now.
So girls, how's the food?
It's really good.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
And how are you feeling?
How are you feeling? You're good.
A 5. Well, that's better than a 4.
Yeah, as long as I keep my head down, I'm feeling fine.
Good.
Day 2 of sailing. So how was last night?
Very cold, very wet, but great sailing. The wind was right from behind us. We just had the headsail out and we were averaging 7 to 8 knots. So that was great. We are an hour away from Amelia Island. We are 5 hours ahead of schedule, 6 hours ahead of schedule. So we've had a cracking sail, but very cold.
And I have to say, the boat was really, really being tossed around last night. Is the sea state quite severe?
No, it's just the way the line we're having to sail and the way that the waves are. So they're just hitting us on our back and making us go sort of slide and go like that. So it's got a lot easier though.
No, it's horrible.
How are you feeling, Sienna?
What's this?
Crazy hair.
I think you get rolled around a lot last night.
Yeah.
Andrew's got the helm and we're just coming into Amelia Island, and there is Fort Clinch, probably to keep the British away, but we're in now and it doesn't matter.
It's really, really pretty until you get this way.
Entitled, this is Britican over. Mooring ball fields, do you suggest anchoring in front of them over?
I didn't realize there were mooring balls. Do you want to call for a mooring ball? Did you want to have a mooring ball rather than anchor? Over. Two blue buildings that are down on the water were damaged by the hurricane. If you look towards shores, if you're looking at the multi-story hotel behind us on the other side of it, see any of that?
Affirmative, I see you now, over.
So that's where the office is, and the dinghy dock itself is on dock 5, which is right out from us, and it's marked on there, but you'll be looking for a yellow airboat is what we're using as a marker right now. Too cold for him to move.
I don't blame you. Okay, so we'll just pick up a mooring ball and we'll come and see you then, over.
Not a problem. We're here till 6.
That is incredible. Look at Michael is doing a solo mooring ball pickup while the tide is pushing him back. Wow. So he must have it just in gear taking over. He's amazing to do solo. So Simon and Andrew are over to make sure Michael's okay. I wonder if Michael can smell the bacon I'm making.
Yummy!
Are you excited? Yeah.
I'm getting 3 pieces.
We like bacon.
We love bacon. Bacon is the world to us.
Simon and Andrew brought Michael over. We all had bacon and eggs. After a little cleanup, we took the dinghy into Amelia Island for a nose around. Our first stop was the marina office to pay the $20 fee for the mooring ball. Thereafter, we headed into town. A Christmas weekend festival was planned, but unfortunately canceled due to the cold weather and rain. I didn't take any photos of the town as it was terribly dreary, but I must say it's a very cute place. There are fantastic shops, cafes, restaurants, and bars lining the street. It's a picturesque town and very enjoyable to walk along when it's not freezing. Don't let the industry on the river put you off. Amelia Island is worth a visit. Here are some clips from our future episodes. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get notified.
Not happy. This is the sunshine state of Florida and it's not sunny.
We're making our way now towards back out into the Atlantic.
Freezing. It's an unusual sight I see now, over. Got some good sleep. Poor Andrew didn't know.
Beautiful sunrise. The heat has finally hit.
Thank you, Cape Canaveral, for having us.
Cape Canaveral?
We sailed half of it and motored half of it.
It was very warm for a change.
Andrew thought he saw a whale.
Just coming into Palm Beach.
Huge thing Aquarius is in its way. Andrew got his first fish. Okay, we have run aground. I've lost count how many bridges.
And we just hit bottom again.
So Sienna, what do you think about this house? I suppose when you head down these things you don't know what you're going to encounter. If you can believe it, our windlass isn't working. Sienna wants to get off.
You can go ahead and extend another 10 days.
Happy birthday! To generate an income to be able to provide these videos for free, we sell over 20 sailing guides, all about the boat buying process, how to sail and maintain a boat, boat basics, and boat safety. Please check out our guides at sailingbritican.com. We also sell t-shirts at our Etsy store, and we have a lovely group of patrons on patreon.com. The links to all these things mentioned are in the description below. If you're interested in buying a boat and haven't yet requested my free 37-page guide, How to Buy a Boat Without Getting Screwed, click here to download it now. When buying a boat, it truly is buyer beware. More often than not, I receive emails from extremely disappointed and disgruntled boat owners. In many cases, the boat buyer got ripped off, and in other cases, the buyer simply bought the wrong boat for what they wanted to achieve. Get this free guide and you'll have access to 10 steps to getting the right boat for the right price.